there, welcome to today's video. Today's video, I go exploring the Sperrin Mountain range and cut Tyrone to find the giants. As of now, there's 3 giants located in the mountain range, with 4 altogether with 3 locations, and they are created by an artist known as Dambo. Basically what these mean is that we can build things from recycled materials, and it's about reusability and sustainability and recycling. So with that said, we'll show you what it looks like.
That's why everywhere he goes, he enlists armies of local volunteers to help. Like longtime Vashon Island resident Greg Martin.
What have you gotten out of this whole experience personally?
Just an expansion for all of us to look at a different way of doing stuff, a different way of looking at stuff.
Martin will remain as one of Oscar's many caretakers when Dambo and his team move on and leave Oscar behind.
I'm okay that they don't last forever. That's the beauty of wood. It grows out of the ground and it decomposes just straight into the ground again.
But perhaps more than anything, what Thomas Dambo hopes he'll take away from his not-so-trashy trolls is the journey to find them. Some he flat out hides, giving only a few clues to where his fans can find them. But it's in that, he says, that his trolls show their true magic, luring us humans out into the woods where there's just the wind and the whispers of nature. That's when he says his trolls speak the loudest.
I think it's good to remind people that there is soil and sun and water and trees, and that's a big joy for me to give that to people.
All troll tales do have an element of truth. So the next time you're out in the woods, look up at what might be looking down on you and find out just what you believe.
Hello, today's video. We're going to Crana Village. I'm going to see the mountains out there, or the giants, the storytellers. Plan to make me a video of it, so hopefully they get there, see what it looks like. The views here are amazing, you see this. Very impressed now. Little skates.
Coffee break.
So you start off here, Palm Village here, and the views here are amazing. Sperrin Mountain range, so we get a wee sandwich here for the journey ahead of us. Here's some letters on it. Yeah, the printing press here perhaps, who knows. Then there's a area here, big church over there. Got cherry blossom here, the left hand side as well. So the sculpture bench as shown previously, this piece is a sharp blasted limestone bench with 6 panels represent the historic periods in Ireland stretching from pre-Christian era to the present day. A central river image links the panels, passing through a seasonal star maps and local flora and fauna. So as we have some stuff here. Got some Celtic designs here, class of them. And this is the star maps. So we're currently up here at the mountain range here, and there's a portal to him just up this here direction. I'll just show you that after getting some lovely views here. So beautiful here, show this. So it is a bit rainy to be honest, but I can't manage. Portram's just up here, and it's called a dolmen. I'll explain more when we get up here, but Glen Rowan portal to him, 100 yards. Here's the portal to him. there's a better shot here. These are known as dolmens or portal tombs. It is said that these areas were used for Celtic rituals and for burying the dead, and they're also used for areas for congregation. Here's a few examples of them, and the oldest ones date back to 4000 to 3000 BC, before Christ. It's hard to get a good photograph of that, actually. That's it right there. I thought it was going to be massive, but nah, not the case. A fell I don't know about, there's wee nettles there. But continue our journey. So there's me out there. There's a view there behind me. We have a sign up here. Here we are. So these are the giants here. It's called Nordiceltinn, English and Irish on the word. So basically, as I was saying in the segment previously, this is basically the Celts looked up and said such in the sky, and it says that they could talk to future selves but go through portals. For example, that's why I do believe that the portal tombs are for as well. They access their higher self. But basically what this represents is future self talking to past self about the lessons he's learned, things he's seen, he's put in the sky. And usual interpretation for that there, but basically he's now in this, and what it means is he's talking to his past self, and the Celts believe that you could talk to your future self through portal tombs. And on top of that, what else? The artist who made this is a man called Thomas Dambo, and he's Danish. Had they got jeg kan snakke, jeg kan tale lille dansk, aber jeg har glemt mange af min dansk. Helt godt, ja. Vældig godt, ja. Anyway, basically, what this is all about, what this is meant to represent, is how we can make things sustainable and reuse old things. Because all this here is made from old driftwood, old wood that's not being used. And he put this all together for basically this, you can rebuild from what you've already destroyed or what's not useful. So sustainability, essentially, that's what this is all about. This is what this project's about. A rainbow behind it, class. I'm easily abused. So basically we had a wee lap around it here so I can show you all its glory. Yeah, that's basically it. When you get the rainbow back in. That's class, that's lovely. A rainbow. So there's another area here, Glowstone Row, just up here, as you can see. And this is the mountain range there behind me. Looks like Donegal a wee bit, so it does. Some lovely trees here, very rare sight to see in Ireland these days. So you see here, it's class up. I don't know what it means. There's actually a wee sign up here, as you can see. So we'll check this out now. Got some rams up here. They're a bit aggressive because it's the mating season. There's offspring there, but usually they're quite docile when they're all grown up. So checking this out now. So as you can see, here it is. Low stone road. I'll go right out to you now. We have one stone here. There's some lichen growing on it actually. I've heard this be yarn that lichen always goes north. It's hard to say. But as you can see here, the alignment. Let's even get a better view here, sitting here. So as you can see, there's actually how many stones there are exactly? 11. So there's 11 stones right here. And they vary from 0.65 meters to 1.60 meters high. And it is thought that when these were discovered that they were a passage or leading up to a megalithic tomb. However, that wasn't the case. This here is said to be used as a gauge for the rising moon. So this actually faces north and south. This is the south, and back up there is the north up here, just behind this tree here. And what happened is these were actually discovered. Let's see. So these stones were discovered in, well, they're meant to be built in 4,500 to 3,500 BC before Christ. And they just thought they'd be just the gauge the level of the moon to just come over this here. So that's ultimately about that here. There's actually a church out here as well. I've been to as mentioned there about the portal tomb. So we're around here somewhere. However, I've already done that. There's actually a church out there in that direction too. There's actually mentioned there, Boduni church site. Must check that out. And then there's more here.
Did they leave this site as a message or a warning to future people? There may be some clues in our climate records. There is a period between 2354 and 2345 BC known as the mid-24th century climate anomaly. Dendrochronology of Irish oak tree rings indicate a period of catastrophically reduced growth within this decade. These effects were not just felt locally. This period corresponds with widespread societal collapse in the Middle East and records of severe climatic events in China. An archaeological layer discovered in Syria contains spherules of various composition, and a burnt layer indicating potential evidence of an airburst asteroid.
We just have a look at the area here, and then we'll explain, or have you explained much about what's going on here, what the structures mean, in the additional segment. But for now, I'm just going to try to see if we find more things here. Here he is. Spare image here. You know, wee birdhouse there in his beard. It's sort of Viking wee or Celtic toys there and the moustache. So we call it like a plait maybe. A little leaf here. Centre of the swirl. So I can't see no plaque around here. I'm sure there is one, but it's not visible to me at the moment. Where it explains the story behind this guy here. He's a stargazer. But it's hard to say what the wee short spiel is about him. But some there. I don't know what the leaves and this why there are leaf there's. So yes, it's lack of sleep. So there's a leaf in the centre of the sword, as I said previously. And so let's just see. And as you already know, it's made from recycled wood, so it's just to basically show people that they can make things from refuse material. It's basically what it is. So, but he's swell here, and yeah, I'm getting out. Hey, getting whose feet are in haze. I smell like. Well, I'm nearly 25, like so. Get that Leon Kenny vibe going on here.
No thanks, bro.
Not this, but this is him from the back here. So we're going to move on now to our last giant. So this day, I already started off, I just want to see one giant, or the pair of them even, but one set of one site. Then I thought, you know what, there's plenty of hours in a day so far. It's way dark in a couple hours, so I want to try to do as quick as I can here. But I want to see the last one now. It's going to be some climb that there, you'll find out why. Some all camera on the stone. No inscriptions there. So I did a little bit of research there, and this is written in Irish Allcam, however the English translation give you that. So it's read from the bottom to the top here. So Nordiceltinn, son of Megaliths. So the boy's named Nordiceltinn, son of Megaliths. So it's actually right over there that those names aren't from this area, from Ireland. So it's hard to say where they're from. And this stone was possibly found in 400 to 300, 400 AD. There's all kind of stone here. See, some birds taking shelter, so try not to disturb them. Is it here? Try to go around here. So, this is actually a gravestone, the standing stone. Short bit of history behind it. A man who moved here in the college over there somewhere, used to be. He tried the excavations, he wanted the stone removed, so he do some work around it. But unfortunately, he started doing that, bad things started to happen. So he was tied to the stone by the locals. He was a big strong man, and he had to guard it by 12 men, strong men. The very man killed the 12 men around here and buried him across the road there. And that man, I'm not sure why or what happened to him even, but he's buried only flat there. So he basically tried to move that, it became a little part of it, so that's a bit ironic, to be honest.
Hurry, SpongeBob! I think it's getting dark.
Just put on